everybody, and welcome to the what's this show called again?
The Chubbers broadcast.
The popcorn.
The hash slinging slasher cast.
Welcome to the Cobb Brothers podcast. This is
That's
episode
what it was.
139. My
That's
guest
what it was.
today, to my left on Discord, is Brandon.
Dude, that's me. I am the one.
And below him is Oscar.
That is me. I am the one, not him.
And above him is our friend Barndor.
Thank you. I am also the one.
And sitting in the same cell is Rag.
In the same cell. What is he, like Naruto with the 9 tails inside of him?
Yeah.
Just a bunch of different personalities of Brandon.
Brandon
I don't know what
has
time of day.
too many personalities.
I change it to a different-
What do we got going on in our
really
lives
start to
today?
affect my behavior.
Boys, this fucking ship, guys. You guys see this shit?
The shit or ship?
Yeah, that the I forget what
The
St.
cargo
Louis.
ship. Yeah, no, was it Baltimore? I think it was Baltimore.
Yeah,
They're
that
funny.
video was insane.
Just the way the bridge just like collapse at certain points from that one hit was crazy. It was crazy, but also weirdly satisfying just to see it like in pieces. You know what I mean?
Well,
Well, I mean, look, wait. You get what I'm saying? I mean, that like, I know people perished in the accident, but the video was interesting to see at least.
it was astonishing footage. That stuff like that shouldn't happen. Like,
But I mean, that chip was like fully loaded, wasn't it?
yeah, and all because it had a power failure and it couldn't get its course correction back on. Like,
Wait a
Well,
minute.
why didn't they just get the long oars and like just row backwards? You know?
I'm told it had nothing to do with power, and the conspiracy theories are it's the
Oh, no.
mayor because he's not white.
It's the mayor.
Dude, you should see the shit that's going around on TikTok of the conspiracy theories.
Oh, I'm sure people are up and getting their pitchforks ready and
Yeah.
their tinfoil hats.
I've already forgot 99% of them because you read them and go, "Huh, that's weird," and then you just move on with your life. But no, that's terrible. I know one of the questions he was asked was, they were like, so how long until the bridge gets rebuilt? And his answer was kind of like, there are people that we're looking for. There are lives right now. That's what we're worried about. Like, somebody had the audacity to ask him, well, when is it going to get rebuilt? I got to drive to work in 20 minutes. Have you thought of the traffic?
Have you thought of the traffic? What does the traffic look like today?
Yeah,
If you don't mind me asking.
I actually did. I checked one of the traffic counters online. You know how like you can check, your destination, your route to see if you should go a certain way. And
Right.
it had the bridge as like a temporary closure for about 10 minutes. And I was like, kinda, like you're going to wait at least 10
Kinda.
minutes. So that information isn't completely accurate as we're learning.
No, look, if Google says I can go across, I can go across, okay? Google never lies.
Google never lies. Ball never lies.
Ball?
Ball. Google is ball. They also said that there was lots of containers of hazardous materials that were aboard, and thankfully none of it started leaking out and pouring into the ocean.
It's very good. You know the BP incident that we don't want?
Think about how heavy that ship was fully loaded with all those cargo containers.
I can't think about what weight or what that even looks like. You know what I mean? Because it's in the water. So to think of all that like weight like on land, and it would just be like crushing the foundation of whatever it would be on.
like imagine, Oscar, 3 days worth of trailers at FedEx all on one boat
Gee whiz.
going like
This-
20 miles an hour. Like, that's slow, but that's so much weight that it doesn't matter. If it
Yeah,
catches
it'll.
at 5
it'll-
miles an hour, it's gonna keep going through it. When an unstoppable force meets a movable object, it always wins. Like,
Yeah, it moves.
most of the time, it just breaks.
I'm trying to find the name of it, but they did, I think, yesterday bring in the crane, the largest one in the world, to help pick up pieces of the bridge out of the what is it called? It's not an ocean. I forget what that's called. A peninsula, a
Bay?
strait. Bay, cool. That's a good word. We should use that. But the crane can lift 1,000 tons at a time. Ah.
Wow.
Yep.
That's like that's this weight of a shipping container.
Mm-hmm.
Like what the? I don't know. So did the ship like sink or is it still floating? Or just carrying
Sink?
all the fucking parts of the bridge?
I did see pictures of it still standing straight up in the side of the bridge that hadn't quite collapsed yet.
It's just stuck in there.
Yeah, it's like a dart and a dartboard.
It wasn't like a Titanic situation because the Titanic was like going at its full power when it hit what it hit, and it
Right,
was an
right.
older ship. These modern ships. You ever seen that video when a ship like literally broke in half, and then this dude's like doing a fake interview, and he's like, "Well, why did the ship split in half?" Well, they're not built to do that. Why this happened? It's very rare that it would happen. It shouldn't have happened. Why? Because the boat's built to not be split in half, but it did. Yeah, we don't know why.
If only we had an
So what
incident
happened?
that told us why boats shouldn't split in half.
Do you guys know what happened on the Titanic specifically that made it like go up and split?
The biggest thing was that they were trying to make the record ship time from wherever it launched from to New York, and so they were going at full steam ahead. And so by the time they spotted the iceberg, because at nighttime back then you could only see so far in front of the boat, and the ocean's black. They
Well,
spotted
hey
it.
now,
They
hey
crashed
now,
into it.
easy, Barndor.
Hey, it's nighttime, okay? No moonlight.
It's nighttime.
The ocean is dark.
Whoa!
Don't put these assumptions on the ocean, Brandon.
The ocean has no lights.
Yeah,
That's a good. Yep, good call.
Didn't pay his bill.
I feel like I'm playing Whose Line Is It Anyway? You guys keep saying switch to what my answer is.
The points are made up. It's all right. I've
Doesn't
never seen
matter.
the movie, so I don't know what the historical accuracy of my statement's about to be, but I imagine they hit the iceberg and it started, the ship started sinking in the water, and as it was rising up in the air, that's when it split, right? Because one half of the boat was just super heavy and had to come back down, because gravity.
That's one of the theories of how it happened. There's a couple different models that people have made of how it might have gone up, and some people think it might have been more of like the heavy end with all the water in it broke the middle part, and then the top end that didn't have as much like went down kind of quicker after that, but not the Titanic in the movie fashion. But there's other models that show that it might have gone up like that because of all the air and whatnot. No one knows for sure what happened, but at some point it split in two. We know this because
Is
there's
that
two pieces of it.
is that a Tool reference?
Jeez.
Torn in two,
That's
right in two. No, Torn in
that's
two.
probably what they got the inspiration.
Yeah, Torn in two's a Breaking Benjamin song. Remember, Oscar? Every fucking day at work.
It's out of my mind that I don't remember it.
You're lucky. They used to have that radio promo where just him saying "Torn in two," like every 5
Oh,
minutes.
God damn. Why did you?
Well,
All right.
we all can't be so lucky.
I'm going to Cyrus's house. No, I'm going to Cyrus's house. I'm going to remove his toenails and fingernails one by one. Let's strap him to a chair.
Are you collecting them?
Maybe. Dude, oh my god, okay. Which brings me to my next thing I saw. I saw something that was like another form of like torture, right? That made me like shiver in like fake pain for like 5 minutes thinking about it.
That typically do that.
Okay.
So it was a photo, right? And it was a paper going across the tip of your
Nope.
and getting a paper cut. It's so sick,
Stop.
right, dude? It's so sick.
And who comes up with stuff like that?
I was in so much fake pain. It was like I never thought of that before. I've never thought of getting a paper cut on that
Nope.
ever.
I didn't even
And
need
I
to
was
think about
thinking
that.
I just so sick.
Dude, my chest
Oh my
hurts now.
god. Yeah,
Feel nice, and you're like, have you considered the following? And then it's just that.
Oh my god.
sorry, getting a fake cut is short, please.
Oh my gosh. Hello, kids. Bill Nye.
You know that?
Comical sounds.
Now you know.
Consider the following. Oh my god, that would be like a reaction clip. You'd send to somebody.
And kids, you can do it yourself too. Just make sure you get your parents'
Oh my
permission.
god.
And it's like a balloon stretching sound effect.
That was a radio ad for like, I don't know, Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Oh no.
No, yeah, I saw that online and it made me want to fucking crawl up in a ball.
I've
And I don't know.
never seen the paper cut scene from the Jackass movies. I forget which movie it's in, where they just give each
when
other
they
paper cuts.
purposely do it between their fucking toes.
Couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Couldn't stomach it.
Couldn't do it.
I don't know how you can willingly give yourself a paper cut.
Oh my god. I mean, if you're getting paid thousands of dollars to do some dumb shit, I mean, and also high on so many drugs.
I think everyone has a certain Jackass clip that they just know when it's going to come up in the movie and they do not watch it.
The sushi in the
Like-
fourth movie is pretty bad.
Oh, wait, is that the sweat one, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god.
Exactly. As we
Yeah,
were saying.
they've done so much that it's like I don't I can't even remember because they're probably just repressed in my head. Which wouldn't exactly make it go off, but when I'm watching that movie, I know that something's gonna happen, and I'm gonna go, "Yep, that's the one."
Dude, for me, it was I forgot what movie it was, but Chris Pontius, he like drank some horse's ejaculate,
Yeah,
and I was like, why? Why?
Some people are into that though. Like that was his pain. But there's somebody that has that clipped for the opposite reason.
Like, oh yeah, drink that shit up.
You can watch that in the movie theater.
Yeah, people pay money to go see that, man. Like, come on.
I thought about seeing Jackass 4 in theaters, but I was like, there's no way. I couldn't do that with the Dolby surround sound.
The real heroes of society are the ushers that had to clean up movie theaters after Jackass movies.
Oh, just throwing up. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Pee
Oh,
Wee
Jackass
Herman's in the back.
Forever. Jackass Forever on Netflix, the uncut version. That was the most horrific one yet. So, oh my god.
When they had Jasper's dad, what was his name? Dark
Dark
Shark?
Shark.
Dark Shark. When they had him in that fucking astronaut bubble with the spider crawling towards him.
Yeah.
It was like a solid 6 minutes where I was just like watching the wall, waiting for Dark Shark to stop talking.
He was like grabbing on everyone, just fucking hyper clinched on Johnny Knoxville. Oh my god.
I thought about that scenario, like how much money would you have to pay me to do that? And I don't think there is an amount because I would just die if it happened. Like no matter how much you paid me.
It wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be worth it.
I see Tarantula crawling towards me, just dead. Sorry.
It's over.
Might as well will the money to my family.
I'll tell you where they are.
Yeah.
Where they are. No, Jackass. They get paid too much to do that shit. But I mean, for good reason.
That's hilarious though.
'Cause I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that.
I'm more of a
Thank
stunts
you.
person. I want to see them do dumb shit. I don't like the gross stuff.
Yeah, like jumping into cactuses or fucking I don't know, running with a bunch of bulls. Like that shit's good. Not let's make a Godzilla scene out of Chris Pontius's penis. I'm like, okay, sure, why not?
Is Filthy Frank and like Max Mofo and all of them better than the Jackass crew? Because Jackass wouldn't even try to attempt human cake, right?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it would not do that. But I mean, well, I don't know. Well, old Jackass, I'd say they would.
Mhm.
Old Jackass, definitely.
Yeah.
He puffed a cigarette that was lit on the wrong side of a man. Like,
God damn.
The wrong side of a man.
Define wrong, okay? There's parameters.
well, which end do you normally puff a cigarette?
Well, I don't smoke cigarettes, so probably the correct one, I'd assume.
Yeah, more towards the top part of your body.
Well, actually, sir.
Actually, Woody, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? Woody.
Besides people on the internet doing it for funny videos, has there ever been like a major movie release that's like the Jackass crew? I don't think there has been.
Well, I mean, that's more of a horror though, not like a dumb comedy thing. You know what I mean?
I was just making a joke.
No. Well, there's that one action park, but it has Johnny Knoxville in it. You know what I mean?
Well, that movie is awesome.
That movie was funny. That movie was hilarious.
I think he's got a new movie
Didn't he
coming
give
out.
himself like 3 concussions in the making of that movie because he did all his own stunts.
Yes.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Because there was that one scene where he literally gets catapulted into the side of a barn. Like,
Okay.
He did that. Like, that wasn't fake.
He launched himself.
It's so funny, dude.
No, I think the worst one he did was when he went on the cement slide and they just rolled off the track and like into like a bunch of trees and shit.
I think that's where he got the most injured was that stunt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one, and then the one when he went into the barn, because I'm pretty sure he got a concussion on that barn too. But
Yeah,
the cement
no, I
slide,
would
he
get
got a concussion and more injuries on top of it.
I mean, I'd get a concussion if someone flung me into the side of a fucking barn. But I can't think of any other movie that doesn't have like a Jackass member or producer or something that's like that does dumb shit. I mean, well, there's a what's that one like house party movie X or something? What's it
Daisy.
called? Daisy? No, I don't think it's called Daisy.
Oh, sorry.
I know Johnny Knoxville's in a new movie this year. It's about like a softball team. It's got Theo Von in
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah. Let me look up the cast. It's like
Theo Von.
it's Johnny Knoxville, Bobby Lee, Theo Von, Kay Upton, and Anderson Paak
Okay.
as D Squiz.
Squiz.
That's pretty funny.
There's a movie out right now that's kind of similar to that, where it's Snoop Dogg and he like teaches a bunch of Pee-wee football, a football league or something like that.
That's one of those
You know what I'm talking
feel
about?
good movies. Yeah, I think it's on Prime. If I had to guess.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think it is on Prime.
Speaking of Prime movies,
Dude, speaking of Prime,
are we talking about the same thing?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
The new Roadhouse movie.
Okay, I guess I got. What's that one?
That's
I don't know.
a remake.
Roadhouse?
It's a remake of the old Roadhouse movie. Lots of kicking.
That's the Chuck Norris, yeah?
No.
No, he does the Roundhouse. That's right.
Yeah, no. This is Roadhouse.
What is Roadhouse? I've never heard of it.
You've never seen the original Roadhouse?
You know
No.
when Peter Griffin does a kick and he goes Roadhouse.
It's Patrick
Roadhouse.
Swayze, man.
I'm sure that's a reference to that movie, but I've never seen it. That's
He's
the
like-
only knowledge I know of that movie.
Yeah, so it's like a guy that knows karate and he's a bouncer at I think it's a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a Western movie or something? Or
No, it's a city movie.
damn it, I always pictured it as like a damn it.
Anyways,
Oh, 1989.
yeah, so they redid it and it came out on I think Prime last week or 2 weeks ago, and it's Jake Gyllenhaal in the main role and Conor McGregor's in the movie at one point for no reason.
Nice.
I say no reason, but he's
I've
actually a
seen
big part of it.
I see the what's it called? The commercials of him and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, does he just beat the fuck out of people? I might watch that.
It's actually kind of good. Post Malone's in it too, to like get Brandon's attention.
Nice.
Yeah,
I'm not even that big of a Post Malone fan.
yeah, but he's in it. Okay, so you got to watch it now.
He's also in the Spider-Verse movies. In the first one, you know, when that guy goes, I think it's a Banksy.
Who's the second Banksy guy then?
It might have been Posty again, honestly.
Let me see. Let me just click on
I'd have
Post
to look
Malone.
it up. I don't know this. I don't know the one in the second one, but in the first movie, Post Malone's the guy that goes, I think it's a Banksy.
I forgot Post Malone was in the latest Ninja Turtles movie.
He was? Wow.
Yeah,
The-
he's Ray Fillet.
No way. Really?
Yep.
He's the anime guy?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Why not?
remember. I barely remember any lines that he did though.
We'll just go back and watch it. It's super easy.
Oh yeah, you're right. My bad.
So what was your Prime Video thing, Oscar?
The Fallout TV show. It's coming out. It's coming out here soon, like the next couple of weeks. Next week, I think.
Yeah, next week or
Yeah,
almost.
it looks pretty good.
I don't
I-
have
I'm-
Paramount, so I can't watch Halo, so I'm like, cool, a video game show I can watch.
Halo is all right. They're just doing like their own storyline rather than following any of the books or any of the games.
Scenes, and I'm like, oh, cool, they touch on this or that, and then, but I have no idea how the plot actually flows.
Yeah.
It's nothing like the games.
It's nothing like the games. Completely different.
There
Unfortunately.
was one clip I did see in that from that show when he has Cortana for the first time, and she's just like talking a bunch, and he's like, "Can you be quiet for a few minutes? I can't hear myself think." And she's just like, "I can't either," because he wasn't thinking about anything.
All I know is the Chevy Suburban memes when there was just a random Suburban in the background of a shot, like it's
Oh,
got to move
really?
it.
Hey, it's a classic. Dude, if there's a car that's 500 years old, it's a classic.
That's fair. You know how much that costs to get it all the way out on that planet? Whatever
Too
planet.
much.
it is.
Elon Musk shot his car into space. Probably not that much.
Well, he owns the company that launched the rocket with his car. That
He
he
paid
also
for that car.
owns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Who was
he
his enemy that he put in that astronaut suit that was supposedly empty?
the original Mark.
The original Elon Musk was in.
Yeah.
What's his
We
name?
have the
Mark
lizard
Zuckerberg.
man with this.
I was about to say they put the regular ones in there, launched them into space so the reptile ones could take over. Because after that moment, Elon just kept getting weirder and weirder.
You know, why do billionaires keep launching themselves into space? Because they're bringing back down alien ones. Or
Me-
the lizard ones, dude.
Remember when
Probably
Bezos
so.
went into space? Same thing.
Exactly.
He never came back.
I've never seen the pictures of him up there.
I've seen pictures of many bald men, but never Bezos. For all I know, it's Sean Evans with some makeup on.
Did you guys see the speech that William Shatner was trying to give what's it called, Jeff Bezos after they landed, and he just keeps like trying to like, all right, dude, can you shut up? I'm trying to party with my wife. I mean, it's fucking so sad.
Bezos and his wife?
His then wife.
Does he have a new wife? Oh,
yeah, he's got divorced.
I was like, does he already have a new wife?
No. That was the one his then wife, and you just hear Shatner's like explaining how it's amazing the intricacy that is space and everything, and he's just like, yeah, like nodding his head, looking back at his wife, looking back at him, looking back at his wife, waiting for him to finish.
Dude, his ex-wife is so rich. She still has stake in Amazon. Like, she owns part of that company.
Why wouldn't she?
Half, no?
It's not like a huge percentage, but even like 1% of that company is billions.
Yeah.
Because obviously she's like, oh, well, I helped him start the company because we've been married since almost the 80s. I need some of it too.
So really, I started the company.
Let me tell you about how I started this company called Amazon.
It's all me, baby.
Mm-hmm. Look, can't complain. That's a sweet life. And it doesn't involve Zach or Cody.
Damn it.
Sorry, too quick.
So, are you gonna watch the Fallout show and hope, or try to see? I mean, I don't know if there's even like a story they can really like, quote unquote, stick to. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it. It's supposed to be a whole new story, from what I recall.
Okay.
And I mean, to be fair, every vault in the Fallout universe has a different kind of adventure.
That's true. I mean, you're in a vault in New Vegas. You're just some fucking
New Vegas. Yeah, you're not even a vault dweller.
You're just some guy.
I'd have to check back on Fallout 2, but I think that's the only Fallout game where you're not a vault dweller.
Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just reiterated.
I thought you just said that. I thought you just said that the only game was Fallout 2. That's why I was.
I said I'd have to check with Fallout 2, but that's the only game.
That's the comma. There's a comma in there somewhere that I did not.
Oh, sorry. Commas are hard out loud.
Yeah.
Brandon, just visualize a comma, okay?
How can we get verbal commas in our conversations?
Sign language.
Dog, that was too smart, but we're on Discord with our cameras off.
Camera don't work.
Drop a comma in the chat if you agree.
Drop a comma in the chat. Oh my god.
The dreaded chat comma.
That was a good one. While we took a little break there, Cyrus, I posed a question to Brandon because I saw it on Reddit and it had me thinking.
Yeah, it's a good one. You're gonna
like this. So you know this on this. You know the symbiotes, right? For Marvel, like Venom and all them.
Yes.
Like, you know, they're their own race, and on their own planet they have like an army and all that shit, right?
Yes.
Okay, how would they fare against the Flood from Halo?
They'd lose.
Really?
Yeah,
I had the same opinion. Elaborate, Cyrus. Why do you think so?
Because the Flood kill Master Chief most of the time on legendary difficulty. And I had no problem beating any of the Spider-Man games on Xbox 360. So, like, that's just going off of experience.
Damn, you do have a valid point, though.
Okay. Well, who would win, Master Chief or Spider-Man? Master Chief without a gun. Let's
Master Chief without a gun? Probably Spider-Man, because he doesn't fly, but he just whips around, you know?
Too fast for him.
But does Master Chief have his grappling claw?
Ooh, in most of the lore he has it, so I'm gonna give it to him.
Because if Spider-Man whips him, he's gonna whip back, I guess.
That'd be a fair handicap for the Chief if he was fighting him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So because I'd be like saying if Master Chief can't have his gun, Spider-Man can't have his web. So I'd say Master Chief can have the grapple.
Okay. Can he throw the Tesla coils, or is it a pre-Halo Infinite fight?
If there's explosives around, Master Chief can do whatever Master Chief does.
Yeah, he's definitely going to use those explosives.
He's just a man. He's not bound by the games.
What if he summons Johnson?
Like Spider-Man, he hurts people.
Mm-hmm.
What if he calls in Johnson to drop in a tank? Then what?
I thought you were trying to say John Cena. I was like, nobody can see him, so he'd probably
what's
win.
Spider-Man's equivalent of a tank when he's like his Spidey and his amazing friends and they ride up on their little motorcycle?
The what's it called? The fucking spider bike or whatever it's called.
Yeah, didn't Spider-Man have a motorcycle in one of the things? The Spike.
I think so.
The Spike? No, that's not what it's called. There's no way.
It's too good though. It's so good. Oh my god. I hope it's called the Spike.
You know
That's the name of the episode. Did Spider-Man have a spike?
Just might. Spider-Man spike.
Look, it sounds wrong, but the more you think about it, it fits it
Feels
better.
so right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how he picks up girls at the bar. Like, hey, do you want to see the spike? You want to see that Spidey spike? Huh?
Spidey.
You want to check it
That's how
out?
Yo, MJ, check out my spike, dude.
Does Spider-Man turn into a beach dude as well?
Like probably
Yeah, dude, come out and check my long spike out, bro.
my super long spike, bro.
It's got a cut in the top of his mask his fucking hair's flowing out.
It's all blonde now for some reason.
Wasn't that Miles' outfit that he made in the end of in the second one?
Yes, the Colgate one.
Like toothpaste?
I've never heard it be called that before.
Explain yourself, sir.
So it's Spider-Man 2. They unveil a new suit for Miles, right? That he creates and makes it his own, right?
Mm-hmm.
But people immediately ragged on it because it's most of the internet ragged on it because it, in some people's eyes, it looked like a Colgate toothpaste tube.
Dog,
His hair was sticking out.
I just hope in general. Oscar, no.
As a person with long hair, I get it. If I had a suit like that, that'd be dope. I don't have to have my hair clumped up in the back so it looks like I'm like one of those Crystal Skull dudes from Indiana Jones.
Or like a tumor growing up.
Oh my gosh. Wouldn't that just make you MODOK at that point? Big fat head.
Just all head.
Just put a helmet on it, dude.
So all head.
If it's like a hard-shelled helmet, at least you could like contain it and shape it the way you want it to. Right? Like if the tumor goes bigger.
It's like a fitted guitar case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, you know how you pack Play-Doh into things and it takes that shape? You could do that with like a tumor.
Play-Doh does do that.
Yeah, you could do that with a tumor and a hard helmet. You just shape the hard helmet however you want.
So all head then?
Decorate then. We don't say it like that. We can use different words. We have this lexicon that blesses us to not say what you just said.
Sorry, I only used the forbidden text.
You said the fancy word lexicon. It made me think of a question.
Go
If you
for it.
had to guess, I'm gonna look up. Let me look up something real quick. According to the Oxford English Dictionary, there's about 170,000 words in current use, with an additional 47,000 obsolete words. How many of those words in English do you think you know?
About 40 of them.
Like how many words I know of the English language?
Like if so, it's 170 plus 140,000, so 217,000 words. How many of them do you think you know?
Like 2,000 at most, without using a thesaurus.
I'm gonna say 1,500.
I feel like we'd have to be at least in the 10,000 range because that'll include like have, haven't. So you have not, and haven't. That's 3 words right there, you know. Like
As Bond.
Sure, yeah.
You think worst is on there?
Is it words that you normally use? Or just words you know?
Words that you normally use, and words if you're having a conversation that you know to say, like if you're describing something. Like I don't normally say bountiful every day, but if I see a fucking awesome cornfield, I'm gonna be like, "That's a bountiful harvest."
I don't think I've said bountiful since writing an essay about Thanksgiving. Honestly.
Nice.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying.
Like, but you haven't said it, but it's a word you know.
Yeah.
You know, like
I know.
it has to be. If there's 200,000, I'd say I'd have to at least know at least 25,000.
Okay.
Like that's a low percentage of the total. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You can use 25,000 different words.
If I can't name them, but if my brain heard them, how many words have we different? Bryant, how many different words we have used in the last 5 minutes?
Bryant's got all the stats. He's got the swear jar too. He knows how many times we've sworn.
He opens a bag of popcorn every time we upload. Like, ooh, I got a checklist to do.
This is how Bryant absorbs
stats in sports.
We're just gonna make him the unpaid intern of the channel.
Yeah, do all our work. Can you make us t-shirts? We might give you residuals. Dog, I can't even do my taxes. What are you talking about? You want somebody else to do them?
Somewhere else?
Yeah. It's not that they're hard. I just don't want to do them.
Yeah, same.
I already paid
every
them.
Year around this time of the year. I Google when is the tax deadline. Okay, I have to do it within these next couple of weeks, and I always push it off. And I'm like, okay, I have to do it, or I will not do it, and I need to do it. So I don't want
Mm-hmm.
the government to be like, hey, you didn't tell me how much money you gave me, even though I know how much money you gave me. I want you to tell me how much money you gave me because
Prove
even
me
though
wrong.
I'm not going to tell you how much you gave me, you have to tell me because you figured it out yourself.
But you know how much money I get? What?
Yeah,
IRS.
exactly. We know exactly how much you made this year. Tell me how much you made this year.
And if you're
Go ahead, tell
wrong,
me I'm wrong.
you're getting a new
Tell us we're
car.
wrong.
You're getting an Audi.
Yeah. Oh, you bought your car this year, huh? So you'll have to do that different next year on your taxes, huh, Cyrus? Because
I
it'll
didn't
be
buy a
like,
car.
did you buy? No, he didn't buy a car.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't. Nobody needs
Okay.
a
There ain't
nobody.
never been no car.
Never. There ain't been no car. What
He
car?
rented a limo once to a birthday party. It was a long limo, the longest they ever seen. Donald Trump was in the very back.
I was there.
Everyone sat in the front. I'd be that guy to rent a limo and then literally just open the passenger door and sit next to the driver.
We ever rent a limo, say the Cobb Bros go to a premiere, you're getting in the front seat of the limo. Nobody
You
says you
better
can't
be
sit
getting
there.
defensively.
Like, hey, do
Yeah.
you have a middle seatbelt up there? Cool. We're gonna squeeze it.
You don't even sit in the passenger seat. You're in the fucking middle.
The driver's like, do you have a lot of people? It's like, no, safety first.
It's just us.
Brandon
gallons that
solos a
was there.
limo in the passenger seat. Yes.
Oh, was this taken?
You can get limos in Reno. We should do that. Where would you pull up to here in town?
The nearest McDonald's.
I get 5 McDoubles and 5 more McDoubles.
Dude, can you imagine that fucking trying to turn in the fucking what's it called? The drive-through lane in the limo.
I don't think you could.
There's probably laws against that.
I don't think there's a law, more so just
Common sense.
It's common sense, yeah.
Well,
The
they
law
have,
is if you did it, you're gonna get fined.
they have clearance markers, but they don't have like how long your vehicle is. I think you can just look at it.
I wonder how many
Eyeball that
people have
bitch.
tried to like pull their RVs through a drive-through before.
Oh
Do-
my god.
do you think
Too
you could-
many.
Kink up the limo to do like a neat tail slide through the drive-through. You know, like a skateboard where it's just bouncing on the 2 wheels.
I mean, probably if you angle it just right,
Mm-hmm.
you could probably do that. What if you got like door hinges and cut the limo in half, and then you can like bend it around like a 90-degree angle? You know what I mean? Slowly bend it.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, and then you'd be able to fucking do a drive-through. See, write this down. Write
It'd
this
be a
down.
perfect. Well, here's the thing: it'd be a perfect design for a drive-through. But if you're going through an intersection and you get T-boned, your car is literally gonna do a fucking U wrap around, and the engine's gonna smack the trunk.
Brendan,
Yeah, well,
there's locks on the hinges, Brendan. Come on.
Oh, it has drive-through mode, so it knows when to loosen up. Okay, I see your vision.
Look. If the Hummer company can make a Hummer that goes sideways, the limos can fucking have door hinges attached.
not quite sideways. It just crab walks. Okay, it goes at a 45.
I mean, does your car go to
Still.
45, sir?
No.
I've seen some videos of cars
Not the
that
way I
can
drive
go
it.
any direction. Like their cars have, like the wheels have owl rotation. It's weird.
Owl.
You know how an owl turns its head in whatever way.
Yes.
The wheels literally do that. I don't know if it's wheels or if it's more like spherical wheels. It's spherical.
It's spherical.
It's spherical.
Or anyone else says it. But I've seen some cars that do that. They're just chilling, and all of a sudden they go left. But it's not their forward turning. The car literally just moves left on the ground.
Are you sure it's not a
if
bunch
you
of
want
little
parallel-
elves picking it up?
I don't know. It might be L's.
Somebody should check.
Look it up.
Look it
Go look at them right now.
But it was a couple of some kind of prototype car, and they literally they pulled up to a parallel parking spot, and they just slid right into it. They lined themselves up, and they just moved left.
That's incredible. I know there was an old concept. I don't know if it was a vehicle that was actually made, but I've seen like footage of a car from the 30s. It had a 5th wheel in the back that was like pushed up into the car, but you would manually activate it, and it would push down into the ground so that the only tires that are touching are the front 2 tires and that 3rd tire that pokes out of the back of the car, so that you could turn it in a full 360 motion.
You can swivel it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like the tires aim perpendicular to the back wheels, if that makes sense.
okay.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
1,001 words. I don't think I used perpendicular enough.
Say
There's one.
perpendicular one more time, please.
Perpendicular.
Thank you.
What is the definition of perpendicular?
Think of it. It goes straight
The
into
other
another
way.
plane. Isn't that what
The other
perpendicular
way.
is? It's
And I
two
think
planes or
perpendicular,
lines meeting.
I just think it's a plus sign. Or no, perpendicular is the ones when they're parallel. It's an equal sign. That's right.
No, perpendicular is across, like a
That's
plus sign.
parallel, Brennan.
Yeah.
Parallel.
Perpendicular makes perfect right angles.
That's right. Yeah.
Not an equal sign, buddy.
Yeah. Nope. And then parallel is the one where it's two lines that go next to each other but never touch.
Yeah.
See, all these lines make a circle.
They have straight beef with each other, and they can't do anything about it.
It's just like the blood and crepes.
It's
Which
the
way you
drag
going,
race that
homie?
never ends.
Which way you go, homie? Straight that way? Let's see.
But I'm going that way too. Let's see when you peel
bet.
off. Let's see when you peel off.
Best game of chicken is the equal sign.
It's perfectly balanced.
As all things should be.
There
Perfectly
it is.
balanced, yo.
Was that a fucking the
Hey,
dude from
Mandy.
I love that.
Have we ever showed you that video, Brandon, of somebody pretending to be Thanos, but they're Erwin from Billy and Mandy?
I have not.
It
It's
is
great.
awesome.
I have not been blessed with that holy light. No.
You should have aimed for the head, yo. The video's funny because like he does like a really bad Mandy impression where he goes, "Was this your home?" It was, yo, and it was beautiful.
I need to listen to this.
It's awesome. I remember taking it to work as soon as I found it because I was at the university. I was like, Oscar, you got to see this.
I can't. I like. It sounded familiar, but I can't fucking. I couldn't remember it.
If you're
Right.
listening at home, look up Erwin Thanos on YouTube, and it should be the first thing that pops up.
Urban Thanos.
Oh my gosh, it's animated too. I'm gonna drop it in the general chat on our Discord.
All right,
There it is.
it's been dropped.
Mm-hmm. New thumbnail drop from Salty DK Dan. This is right around the
The video
time.
by Cyrus.
This is right around the time when Diary of a Wimpy Kid Twitter was popping off, where people were just making up their own stories.
Twitter.
Yeah, so people were just making up their own stories, pretending to be characters from Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I guess.
You had to be there, right? It was an era.
I wish I was there.
I can hear it in Brendan's mic.
Is everything we expected it to be, Bjorn?
It was something I expected it to be. I forgot who Erwin was, honestly. Now that I see the face, I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
Erwin. How much do you remember from Billy and Mandy, Brendan? Did you ever watch it?
I remember Billy Mandy in the Grim Reaper, and I remember I already forgot his name.
Erwin.
Erwin, yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. I don't remember the Spiders character, but I always remember.
Jeff.
I'll be whatever you want me to be, Dad. I want you to be Dad.
So Mekor.
The other big, it wasn't even a funny joke, but I thought it was hilarious as a kid. There was one episode when Billy and Mandy had like a disagreement or something, and Billy was just like, "Fine, then I'll see you in court." And then it just cut to him standing in a tennis court alone for like 5 seconds, and then you hear the Grim go, "Not that kind of court, Billy."
That would be the episode where Billy was moving away and he tried to take Grim with him, and Manny's like, "No, he's here with me." So they were doing like a custody battle.
It was like a custody battle for Grim. Yeah,
The Keeper of the Reaper. They had the whole song about it.
that's right. Yeah. That episode also has fucking Fred Burger.
That's who I was gonna bring up. Yes.
Oh my
Fred,
god.
Yeah, because it's like, what do you remember, Mr. Burger? Fred Burger, Fred Burger, Fred Burger, Fred Burger. F-R-E-D F-R-E-D-B-U-R-G-E-R. Fred Burger, yes.
It's okay, everybody. I got the nachos. And then the judge walks over and fucking whacks him in the head.
I remember
There was another. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Oscar, but there was another joke in that episode when there was something with the judge's gavel. I don't remember what the joke was. There was something with Billy and the gavel in that episode.
No
He called
idea.
it a hammer or something.
It is not a hammer.
like-
It is a gavel.
You bang your hammer, and you fucking hit him or something.
He just kept going over and fucking thwacking Fred Burger. Like, we need justice.
For a fucking 15-year-old cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
That's typically how long things tend to come out.
I wanted to see the sealed court documents of that proceeding.
Do you remember how the
No, it really
episode
happened.
ended? Anybody?
How that was?
Does anybody remember how the episode ended with the Fred Burger?
I don't know.
Don't they like fight a pirate dude thing, right?
I think so. No, maybe.
I can't say to be sure.
I thought
Anyways.
you were asking like you knew how it ended.
I do know how it
Yeah.
ends. I was just seeing if anybody else did.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember that part, but I do remember that was in an episode.
I don't know if it's part of the same episode or not.
It ends with the judge looking at Fred Burger, and because they needed to vote, you know, the jury and shit like that, and then he just looks at him and goes, "Who do you vote for?" And he's like, "Yes." And then the judge like breaks down in tears and court orders Billy's family to not move because they send like demons to his house, and his mom's like terrifying.
Or ordered.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I remember the fucking the chocolate one, like where he's like looking for the antidote.
What a baller episode.
Chocolate cream surprise, vanilla, or antidote. No one's ate all of them before. That episode, I don't remember what happens at the end of that one.
Doesn't
I
the
should
universe
remember it.
explode after he eats all 3 chocolates?
Probably.
That sounds about right.
No, knowing the fucking show, yeah. That's about right.
Those early Cartoon Network shows plot lines really set the stage for what a regular show turned into, like what its staple was.
Batshit premises and stuff that doesn't make sense. It's anything
It
but.
was an insane premises filled with stuff that didn't make sense, but it still had a storyline to follow it. Regular show went, oh, that's a great plot line. We're not going to finish it up at the end though. Like,
We talked about it at the beginning, but I've seen memes with the Baltimore Bridge. You're like, come on, Benson told us to get the boat across the river, and it does like a jump cut, and he's like, dude,
Oh
I'm
my
so
God.
fired, dude.
as funny as memes are, that's the really big downside, is that I'm not putting a blame on any generation, but this is an era of the internet where it used to be something bad happened, and after a month or so, then the memes started like trickling in. You'd see one every here and there as it led up, but then it would like pop off. Those memes literally have thousands of views now within like 48 hours of something crazy happening.
People find out about it from the memes,
Literally.
right? Like, I feel like there's some news events, I can't even remember which, where I found out from a meme.
And you look at it and you go, ha ha ha, chuckle, and then you go, wait, these comments are actually serious. These aren't funny comments.
This is real. This is fucking real.
You know how celebrity death hoaxes happen all the time, right?
Right.
TikTok makes it a problem because when you are on a video, they have a feature where you go to the comments and there's like a most common search for thing after watching this video. And you click on it, and when you click on it, it curates a page of videos for you to watch. But like 5 or 6 videos in, it'll just bring up a page that is commonly searched for, like trending. That I guess like trending searches going on right now, and death hoaxes are crazy on TikTok. One just said Adam Sandler dead at 58, and like I had a coming to Jesus moment for about 5 seconds where I thought Adam Sandler was dead until I remembered I had Google. But it does that shit all the time where sometimes that suggested search is like celebrity dead at and then whatever their age is.
Right.
And because it's the most popular search, it makes me think, oh shit, really?
This actually happened.
If something's trending, people click on it.
Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate that the official source for a celebrity dying is TMZ. They'll know. They always know. So you just go TMZ, somebody.
TMZ
Wasn't
with like giving it a fucking complete neutral opinion, they do get their facts right before they say something about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like
when it comes to deaths,
if they post, yeah, they're a LA paparazzi thing, so yeah, they always have those crazy stories. But when someone dies, they're like, "We're not posting anything." It's on it. Like even if they're a celebrity, it's in bad taste to
like they knew Kobe's helicopter went down before the police even knew who was on it. Like TMZ published that story stupid quick.
How did it even happen? Yeah.
They have deep connections, especially in LA.
There's probably like dozens of proxy companies that are just like photography companies that are going out wherever But if they see a celebrity take a picture of it, if they send it to TMZ first, TMZ probably pays them a good hunk of money for a picture and a story. Because the best
Make
way
some
to
shit
be
up.
like TMZ people, photographers are literally almost like government spies out of way because they're everywhere and they're just waiting for a moment when they see a celebrity and they can take a picture of them and make a story about it. Because if they can send it back to LA and it's credible, they're probably making bank.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Damn straight. Also shitty company because they're just
Every,
paparazzi.
yeah. Everyone knows who TMZ is. No one knows the photographers that are actually taking the pictures in these random cases. It's just TMZ posted it.
Do they got
No one
like
cares who. No one cares who took the picture.
do they got like TMZ sashes that they wear so that people know that they're TMZ, or is it just some idiot with a camera going, "Hey, TMZ here, answer this"?
It's like the old. Is the TMZ show still on? Where
Yes.
what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh, we found this celebrity doing this today, and then they literally just showed a clip of a celebrity walking out of their house to check their mail, and they're like, "Oh my god, what is he picking up in that mail? It's 8:30 in the morning. Who does that? Who has their mail?" Like,
Good morning,
it's so
Kanye.
cool.
Shut the fuck up.
Man, do you remember when Kanye was on TMZ and he went on that huge ass rant? I would have loved to
I don't think
see.
so.
It was when he said that slavery was a choice. That was the infamous
Oh boy.
soundbite from that. But there was a lot that they didn't air. Like it was rumored that he was yelling about Hitler all the way back in 2018. And somebody leaked it online and they were called stupid because there's no way that Kanye would ever do it. And then you wait a couple years.
And all it takes is a Jonah Hill movie.
Jonah Hill brought him back. Okay, Jonah Hill brought him back down to earth. Not Channing Tatum. No, sir.
No sir.
No, not at all.
Isn't that the one when Channing Tatum's like, "My name is Jeff"?
22 Jump Street, yeah. Because he watched those movies, yeah.
21, right? Not 22. 21 was the original.
The 20 was high school one.
But 22 Jump Street is where he said, "My name's Jeff." Right?
Oh, okay.
I-
I don't know the series. I didn't know the difference between one or the other.
Okay, yeah. One's high school, one's college. And then they did the post-credit scene in the 22 where they were like, oh, here's 23, 24, 25 Jump Street, where they like go into space, retirement homes.
Yeah.
They like play around with the idea. Probably like 2,375th Jump Street is invading the Cabro Studios.
Dude, it could happen, man. It could happen.
Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum like slide their way into the podcast by pretending to be people we know.
It's Hilmar, but it's just fucking Channing Tatum.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm saying. But it's Channing Tatum in his Jeff voice.
And his Jeff voice.
Yeah, is what I'm saying.
But aren't they making a 23 Jump Street, or am I just crazy?
I think you're crazy. You're bad shit.
They
Not crazy.
might be making it, but I haven't heard of anything.
Let me look it up. Let me
It's a
see.
popular series. I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
You know what the series was based on? Real?
TV show, right?
With Johnny Depp and some other fucking guy.
Was it of the same title?
It's called 21 Jump Street.
That's probably where the school's at, huh? That's like the school's address or something.
So
Asian Jesus. Or Korean Jesus. Isn't that where he's
What?
located?
Korean Jesus.
I've never seen the movie. I don't know what you're talking about. I've heard of Kung Fu Action Jesus.
Ice Cube's yelling about Korean Jesus out front at 21 Jump Street.
Dude, I fucking don't not remember that.
I haven't seen the movie. I don't have anything to say. I don't know.
I don't know.
Now I sound like
Was
an idiot. I'm
What-
asking
what is
you.
it?
Everybody
You're just
seems to
saying
know the
I-
movie better than me, and then nobody knows.
I literally keep saying I have never seen the movie, and Oscar keeps saying he doesn't know it well. And then you ask a question about the movie,
And
and
then
now
I
you're
s-
telling me I know more about it than you.
And then I talk about my name is Jeff, and you're like, no, 21.
I thought it was 21 Jump Street because I didn't know the difference between 21 and 22. I knew that my name is Jeff was Channing Tatum from a Jump Street movie.
It is Korean Jesus, by the way.
Okay. I'm glad we've made this revelation.
I don't know this.
I still don't know who that is, but I
It's
agree with you.
it's a statue and it's Jesus, but he's Korean. And Ice Cube's like, he says something about, "Hey, you don't talk about Korean Jesus" or something.
No
How do you
idea.
discern that from a statue?
Did you know Korean Jesus and Ice Cube were in a movie together?
Was it
It's
22 Jump Street?
It was 21 Jump Street.
Jesus a person?
See what I know, Cyrus?
It's got Rob Riggle. Yeah, Rob Riggle.
Who the fuck is that?
You don't know who Rob
don't know-
Riggle is?
No.
Dang it!
Normally, Oscar's the person telling me you don't know who that is. Yeah, you don't know who that is.
Who the fuck is Rob Riggle?
He played Frank West in the Dead Rising movie.
You
You didn't watch the Dead Rising movie?
There's a Dead Rising movie?
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. I just know he's in
Well,
it.
fuck you then.
There were some commercials with him when he would literally like break through a roof, and he was like for about a veterans insurance company or something.
Mm-hmm. Just look up Rob Riggle. See if you recognize him.
He was on Law and Order, right? That guy was on Law and Order, right?
Was he?
Possibly.
I believe so. I've been watching a lot of
I'm
Law and
gonna
Order.
Slack Oscar because I know the name and I know the face, but I do not know what he was in other than that commercial when he popped through the roof. So I was like, oh, that's that guy's name.
I'm gonna look up his
That's what I
IMDb.
named the face.
Okay.
I'm gonna let
Because
you
if
know.
it's who I'm thinking about, and then
It's not Ice-T.
He has a recognizable face.
He's Officer Franklin in The Hangover.
Okay.
It's one of his
If I saw
top.
him, then I'd recognize it, but
Yeah,
I
it's-
don't remember him from it.
Yeah, it's one of his top credits on here. He's the voice of Rob Riggle in The Proud Family, Louder and Prouder. He plays himself, I guess.
okay.
He does a lot of voice work. Sergeant Adderall in Big Mouth.
Sergeant Adderall.
Sounds so fake. Rob Riggle's Ski Master Academy. What are these fucking TV shows?
I don't know, but his last name makes me feel like I'm saying a racial slur.
I'm just gonna Control F and put Law and Order. No, nothing came up.
Okay, I'm thinking a different guy then. Yeah, I have
Yep.
no idea who Rob Riggle is.
Do you know he was a Marine, Brennan?
Yeah, I think I did because I'm pretty sure when the commercials when he's popping through the roofs, and I'm pretty sure it was USAA's commercials before they had Gronkowski doing all those commercials.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He was Jack in Talladega Nights.
Who was Jack?
Which one was Jack?
Damn it!
Which was Jack?
I'm gonna look up Jack from Talladega Nights.
I know Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights. That's all I remember.
Okay.
I don't even remember his friend's name.
There's gonna be an image right here in the podcast of Jack from Talladega Nights.
Oh, there he is. You see it, fans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now I know.
Isn't it making sense? It's
Oh.
becoming clear.
Wait,
Still waiting.
I'm
A
still
lot.
waiting.
I have to save the photo. My internet's not loading fast
Why don't you just get good internet, dude? What the fuck?
because it costs
It's easy.
money.
No, just go to your neighbors and take it without them knowing. Simple.
Like stealing cable.
literally free.
Yeah. No, Cyrus, it's stealing.
No, steal
You
You
cable.
don't
Do it.
borrow.
Cyrus, it's not stealing. It's permanently borrowing.
Is that what you
Without
call
them
it?
knowing.
Will that hold up in a
Yes.
court? A Grim Reaper divorce court?
No,
Here's the thing: if you make
my
it,
defense-
if you have to say that in court, and you make it that far, you were permanently borrowing it wrong.
All right, fair point.
my defense will be nuh-uh. And then I'm
My
be
defense
scot-free.
will be, Your Honor, I played whoopsie daisy.
You whoopsie daisy. Well, he's whoopsie daisy, so I think he's in the clear now.
Good point.
Your Honor, I might have made a big fucky wucky. Is this grounds for the forever box?
You
What'd
bet
you
your
call me?
sweet butt it is. The forever box.
You don't know what a forever box is?
Yeah, it's where I put my trinkets. Like
Nice.
coins. I'll never see them again.
Is like
That's a
your
weird
what's it called?
That's weird. to put
Avenged
your-
Sevenfold coins. From like your NFTs.
Yeah, my
Cyrus has already
NFTs.
bought his sarcophagus and he's slowly putting his NFTs in it to be buried with.
They're tangible now, okay?
Well,
Now they are.
they're tangible, but are they fungible? Well, yeah, that's the question.
Good point. Should have considered that.
If a non-fungible token becomes tangible, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is it fungible?
Could be.
If a non-fungible token becomes fungible in the woods, is it still fungible?
This is our realities of the cordyceps takeovers because there's fungible tokens out there.
Then alien gets an NFT of Earth and is like, alright, this is mine now.
You got a point.
I mean, it's the same logic, right? That these guys are posting or talking about. I still don't know who Rob Riggle is, though. Despite
Okay.
all that,
It'll be in the chat. Don't worry.
Spoiler alert.
I do have a bit of news
God,
regarding Rooster Teeth with their whole shutdown.
I saw they posted something recently.
What I saw was like during when they did their first like stream after announcing that they're shutting down. I went through and read some of like the Q&A that they did, and they announced they talked about a project called the Roost, which was essentially like a Rooster Teeth podcast network, but it's made up of a bunch of non Rooster Teeth podcasts. You know what I mean? So it's like a community like thing where it's all like under the Rooster Teeth umbrella, but it's like strictly non Rooster Teeth like employees and shit. You know, like Markiplier's podcast on there, type shit. You know what I mean?
What's his podcast? Distractable. That's their podcast.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah. So imagine if like they contracted him to like be under this umbrella. You know what I mean? They
What email do we have to message to be like, hey, we are a podcast?
Well, now I don't know what's going to happen with it because they're still looking into like what they're going to do with it because it wasn't even supposed to be revealed. It only got revealed because of the shutdown. They said it wasn't like a community facing name just yet, but we had to do it. And I was like, wow. I was like, if they would have kept going, we might have had a shot, being underneath the Rooster Teeth umbrella.
But then again, now that it's crumbled, what does it mean to be underneath the Rooster Teeth umbrella?
Not a lot.
Absolutely nothing.
Especially for the little guys. Like,
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it ever launched or if it even took off. I just know of it like getting announced way before it's supposed to be.
it was probably they had something in the works with the later release date, but because they had to. Did they file for bankruptcy or did they just say that?
It's Warner Brothers that's shutting them down.
They were associated with Warner Brothers?
Yeah, man. They have a bunch of Ruby and Justice League crossover movies. I think there's one, but there's a bunch of like crossovers with Warner Brothers properties.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's
they had
wild.
I think it's when they were releasing like a mech anime show called Genlock, and I think they like partnered with Max because I would see it on like HBO Max when that was a thing.
How nice.
That's a shame. They should have just kept doing what they were doing and keeping it on their page.
Yeah, that's what happened. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's the gamble with business. A big
Yeah.
corporation gives you an offer, but if you don't keep up to the offer, or if the big business suddenly has to cut some ties to make more money, you're still going to be in the crosshair, even if you're doing good. That's a
Yeah,
shame.
it won't matter as long as if you're not bringing in the numbers,
It's money more than anything if you're signing with a big company. Yeah.
Especially Warner Brothers. They have a fucking huge reputation. And like, oh,
Harry Potter and everything. Like,
yeah, exactly.
everyone knows Warner Brothers.
I
You
know
like
Warner
Bugs Bunny?
Brothers.
Yeah, you like me.
Oh, you like DC? Yeah, you like me.
Detective
Warner Bros.
Comics?
Is DC, huh?
That's the
Is
one.
that what it stands for?
Yep.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Detective Comics.
I did not know that DC stood for Detective Comics.
Yeah. So it's Detective Comics.
Comics.
That's what what's it called?
Almost. What were you gonna say?
That's what the original Batman comics were called. They were called the Detective Comics.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Were they called DC?
Yeah, they were called DC. Yeah.
Okay.
So I assume they're just like, yeah, let's just fucking stick with it, eh?
that just because of my brain processing that made me think of something. Do you guys know what the stupidest name in MLB for Major League Baseball? What the stupidest name is, just because of its redundancy?
What?
Will Smith.
So there's a team. First of all, the Will Smiths.
Mm-hmm. He's a catcher for the Dodgers.
But
he is.
The Los Angeles Angels. Sounds simple enough when you say it like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know where you're going.
What Los Angeles means the Angels. So the Angels are the Angels.
No, sir.
So they're like double protected.
It's Los Angeles, not the Angels,
Yeah, it's the Los Angeles Angels.
Okay.
So if you're saying Los Angeles in English, it's the Angels.
This sounds like dialogue from the first Saints Row game that I've just been playing, where one of the characters goes on a tangent about the Los Carnales, because he's like, you don't say the Los Carnales because Los already means the. You just say Los Carnales. He's like, yeah, the Los Carnales. He's like, no, see, you're doing it again. So I get where you're coming from, Reddit. So do we just call them Los Angels?
Just call them the Angels. So that's what they are.
Aren't they the Angels of Anaheim right now?
Yes.
The Los
of Anaheim, but they're based out of Anaheim.
Yeah, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim.
Oh, is that what their official name is now?
Yes.
It's the Angels of Anaheim.
Good God.
Yeah, the Angels of Anaheim.
I hate the English language.
Have your brain stopped working? The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Angels of Anaheim. Nice.
My mic just unplugged. Sorry.
Oh.
Anybody have any closing remarks?
I have one more thing regarding Halo.
Go for it.
There is. Hold on, let me pull up I forgot what it was called, but so we all know that the Halo 3 servers went down a while ago, yeah, and they
3-ish years ago
for the 360 or so.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a new thing evolving. It's called Insignia. It's currently in public beta. It's for the original Halo Combat Evolved on the original Xbox. There is a company, like a gathering of fans that's creating a thing called Insignia, which is essentially rebooting the servers back on Xbox Live from the original Xbox for Halo Combat Evolved.
Interesting.
It's like all this work just to play, original Halo. I'm like, that's a fucking commitment right there. That's people who like just love that fucking game,
Excuse me, haven't they heard of Master Chief Collection? It's got all of that in it.
You can play CE on that, but it's not the same as playing a CE lobby.
That's fair.
So, yeah, the multiplayer will be back up too. Like it's all the servers from the original Xbox will be up and running.
So you said you were talking about the gathering of Halo fans. Is that like the gathering of the Juggalos, where it's just a bunch of Halo fans getting down to the opening theme of the games?
Exactly that. It's just literally just a bunch of Juggalo fans playing Halo together.
What do they spray into the crowd instead of Faygo?
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it's Mountain Dew.
They put Master Chief on the soda, so.
Put me empty tube on the soda.
Yeah, that was exciting. That's cool. I just thought it was a cool little tidbit. People just want to play games still,
Yeah.
Xbox ain't got games.
Some people are like, oh, they shut down the servers? I will save up money and make my own servers.
I am the server.
Xbox might get games soon. There's talks and rumors that they're going to host, or they're trying to see if they can host the Epic Game Store and Steam.
Holy shit.
On Xbox.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine if Steam comes to Xbox?
That'd be insane, dude.
You just pull your whole library and you can play all your Steam-only games on a console finally.
The Series X is essentially a game computer and console, right? So I don't see why not. They couldn't.
It's up to Steam. How much money would Xbox throw at them, though?
Enough.
Shit, they bought Activision.
And Blizzard, bro.
Yep.
2 companies in one swoop.
Well, here's the thing, though. As good as having all your Steam library and everything on Steam onto your consoles now is, you know what they're going to do because it's Microsoft? When you have that Steam summer sale, when you find a game that should be like $10 because it's a good Steam summer sale, it's going to be like 15% off. You're still going to pay $60 or something for an $80 bundle.
So it's they'll host the store, not take over Steam. So that
it's the start of that. Microsoft with the foot in the door and with money in the company that's an avalanche to that.
I don't think Steam can be sold because it's so valuable in the PC market. They don't have a competitor.
Right.
I mean, there's Epic Game Stores, yeah, but I don't
think
they're trying very hard.
All they have right now really is Fortnite, whereas Steam has everything else.
Xbox is trying with Game Pass PC, and it's not doing so well. PC players don't care about Game Pass.
So what if we just take the Steam away? Get it?
Oh, like a Valve?
Oh, he gets it.
I get it.
He's getting it, the Squidward.
I don't know if
that'd be insane.
I was just gonna say if Microsoft buys Steam, I'll probably eat my laptop. I will say that. Yep. Because they won't.
I mean, is that even legal for them to own that much? Well, not own, but like proprietor to those many companies and with all that money just thrown around like it's fucking cheap pound cake, bro. Like,
It probably shouldn't be legal. And I also thought you were going to say, is it illegal for Cyrus to eat his laptop? And I was like, I don't think there's any rules against it.
Cyrus, eat your laptop right now, just for the fuck of it.
Only if Microsoft buys Steam. Don't write letters, everyone.
Write letters, everyone, right now.
Don't convince Microsoft to do that. What do you think the tastiest part of my laptop is?
The screen, it's all liquidy. You just drink it like soup.
Somebody want to do the outro, or I'm going to sit here and describe what every key on my keyboard tastes like?
I'm waiting, Cyrus.
I don't want to. That's why I'm asking. C is probably for cherry.
Well, thanks for listening, everyone, for this, whatever this was. We were just going crazy on this one. Saying random dumb shit. That's a Cowboys podcast, that's right. If you have more, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button, smack the bell. You know, just leave a comment. Let us know what's on your mind. Do you think you would be able to drive that ship and not crash into the bridge? I don't know.
Oscar, that's the third time you've had to bring it up this podcast.
Hey, I brought it up the second time.
Yeah.
We were sitting here talking about TMZ posting too early. Like, god damn. I'm just joking. Anyways, yeah, hit that like button.
If you're a real Cowboys gamer, you'll smack that like button.
Yes, you will.
And Brian, I need you to write a list in the comments of every swear word we said today.
Name every Rob Riggle movie that you know.
Yep.
Rob Riggle. We'll wait.
I'll start. Step Brothers.
Who the fuck is Rob Riggle?
The picture that Cyrus sent. He was the. I know. I remember exactly who it is.
I can't see my screen right now.
Change your face.
Have you ever seen that episode? Have you watched The Office, Oscar?
Not really.
Have you watched at least the first 2 seasons?
No.
Okay. Well, there's an episode when he's a party boat captain, and that's one of them. Yeah. You'd probably recognize the face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just can't see my screen now. But you can.
Yeah,
with
it's
that
right
like
there.
button.
Check that out.
It's just a live
See you
Rob
next
Riggle
time.
cam. All right, beat of the week.
Brandon, what's the noise?
Oh, you know what's gonna be this week? Cyrus is gonna take the boost road. Boom noise.
I just might.
That's
I just might.
I just might.
And as a matter of fact, it's playing right